Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Happy Halloween to you. A little bit earlier, all the parties happening tonight. We're going to talk about some Halloween dives that are going on, haunted wreck dives, maybe pumpkin carving. Maybe you're just drinking, sipping a pumpkin spice or one of them pumpkin beers just to kind of get in the season. Or maybe you're dressed up like the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad is today on YouTube Live. Or Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, you name it, we got it streaming. And
Greg, look out behind you, Greg. Look out behind
what?
you.
Huh? Oh my God! Oh my God!
Don't look.
It's Jason from Friday the 13th. I think he's wearing shorts though. He doesn't look very intimidating in shorts.
He's on vacation, Greg. It's Florida.
Hey, don't get too close to my guitar there, Jason. What the hell's the matter with you? That's a very expensive guitar. I don't run into that. Because I know you're visually impaired with that mask.
Better not scare him.
And there's a knife above my head right now. What is this? This is making me very uncomfortable. You're going to scare me.
Shave.
Go sit down. Go sit down, Jason. Take your place.
Why does that machete say Lowe's on it?
Yeah, I don't know. There's red stuff on it.
Because even Jason can't pass.
He wants to cut me open and show me all the red stuff I got in there. Okay, sit down, Jason. What the hell is wrong with you?
He'll cut your belly.
Yeah.
It's an amazing power you have, Greg, to tell the major scares to go sit down.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he oddly looks vaguely familiar. Kind of like he has the body makeup of Curly Johnson.
The question is, was he attacking the real Greg?
Yeah, well, there's that. Did I say that the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad are all wearing masks? You're welcome. So when you see them on Facebook, you don't have to see their face necessarily. You might have to see multiple of me because some of them, I guess, appear to have donned a face, some kind of picture of me. There's more than one Greg the Dive Master this week on Scuba Radio's video feed. Is that a bonus?
No. That's not a bonus.
All right. Well, yeah.
Maybe they're dressing up like their hero.
Yeah. What the heck are you, Casey, the tobacco nut? You got some black, what is that? Is he the Black Swan? Is that the Black Swan?
I'm a crow bringing messages of darkness to your world.
That's a crow?
It's a hummingbird.
Or a raven.
That's been stuck in an oil slick.
I don't know.
Okay. CJ's here. Or are you Jason now?
There you go.
What are you?
At least I can see better than CJ can in his.
Yeah.
One-eyed monsters down below.
Yeah, the one-eyed purple people eater or something.
The hell did that?
Bubble Boy. He's using
there you go.
virtual outfits on the video feed today. So we're entertaining ourselves.
I can leave this on, but I don't know if you could hear me through it. It'd be kind of muffled.
Yeah, no, why bother?
With his mask on?
Yeah.
It's better with the mask, I'm told.
Well, duh. I mean, look at you. Have you looked in the mirror?
Yeah, I know. It's pretty
I guess you guys want to see my mask, huh?
No.
No? You don't want to see my mask? Well, I got one.
You're all Greg.
Look, no.
Please
no,
look.
He's old Greg.
There I am. See? That's me.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's good.
I'm a shark. I'm a shark.
That is good.
I'm a shark. And so I can just sit here and hold this the whole show. So you don't have to see me.
Is that from Sharknado? Is there any particular...
Well, yeah. Like, and if I get my hand right there in the front of it. Oh!
You're biting your own hand.
Yeah, that was some acting that I just threw in there.
That's what he was
for.
paid in for his scene in the movie.
But then I would have to hold this the whole show, and I'm sorry.
I think Barry's mask is much scarier than yours, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barry has decided to go
Toothless Greg.
as toothless. What do you mean
Yeah,
toothless?
don't ask him why he removed the tooth from the mask.
I don't have any teeth. Oh, that's right.
You have no teeth. Well, this is old Greg.
That's old Greg.
I took the dentures out.
Old Greg looks ironically similar to what current Greg looks like. Isn't that weird?
Kind of sounds like he's gumming it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So we're amusing ourselves for Halloween as divers do when they're not diving.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah. What was your excuse this time?
You know how hard it is to catch and murder teenagers at Camp Crystal Lake when you forget your fins?
Right. Yeah. They can swim pretty fast, these youngins.
I mean,
yeah,
they're terrified.
Well, there you go, Jason.
And I forgot my fins.
Yeah.
I did eventually catch and murder them all, though.
Okay, well, they're good. So we got another.
Jason has to sign up for his Medicare Advantage plan soon.
Shut your mouth.
It's dynamite.
Oh, God.
So there you go. So CJ's late because he was channeling
I was
Jason.
busy murdering.
Oh, that's right. Okay. It's acceptable this weekend. I mean, it's a thing you do, I guess. You can get away. Right. But there's that whole filming and the movie thing that, they usually document those murders. So you might be arrested.
No.
There's no proof? They didn't film it?
No, there was no.
You just did this for your own personal enjoyment.
They had it coming.
Okay. Damn kids.
Trust me, they had it coming.
Okay.
They were playing the hip hop.
Fair enough. All right. Well, so we're having fun, as you might do on Halloween weekend. Combining the two elements of Halloween and diving has been something we've been talking about for almost the entire month of October. It is Rocktober. Let's not forget it.
Don't point at me.
Rocktober.
Yeah, Rocktober. And then you make the double.
Rocktober.
Rocktober. Why do you say that, Jerry the diver?
Because all
guy?
the ghouls are out killing.
Has he been drinking?
Nope, not yet.
That's what you sound like sober. God help us.
What's your alcohol blood level?
I'm channeling you, Greg.
Yeah, he is. I see it. I look at the video screen and I can see all these guys dressed up. Barry and Jerry are abreast of each other.
They're breastfeeding. I know.
They're breast friends, and they both decided to dress as me. So I'm looking at the monitor and I'm seeing myself back. That's very scary. That's extremely scary to me.
You wanted something creepy and scary, so
yeah. Okay. Well, good job.
Barry's is pretty creepy.
Yeah.
You have no eyeballs, no teeth.
No eyeballs, that's so I could see.
Huh. Okay.
Did you guys coordinate on those? Or
Looks
did you
like
make
they
them
did.
On your own?
Yeah.
We coordinated on these a couple weeks ago, but some people didn't pay attention.
Huh.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I don't know. What is that? What, more people were supposed to dress as me? I mean,
everyone was supposed to dress as you.
Vinny Two Tanks.
It was never finalized.
Vinny Two Tanks dressed as Vinny Two Tanks. Look at him.
There you go.
No, he was hiding behind the microphone before.
But I got a pumpkin.
You got a pumpkin. That's right. He's got the pumpkin.
I painted it myself.
Yeah. See, he was ahead of the curve. He beat everybody to the punch because last week.
Barry, the passive
and I got
aggressive
my latest
radio
issue
guy.
Center
magazine.
Yeah, he's reading the new Dive Center Business magazine that just came out this week.
Yes.
Yeah, little DEMA preview issue. We're actually going to dive a little deeper into that today because there's some really good information that the folks from that magazine released about the dive industry.
I like the hats.
We get ready for the big DEMA show here in the middle of November. But yeah, but today we got to talk about Halloween stuff too, and I think we're going to check in with Captain Cocktail down there in South Florida Diving Headquarters in Pompano because they are doing a haunted wreck dive. Or matter of fact, it might be done already. They might have did it this morning. I'm not sure. I don't know if they were going to wait and do it, for an afternoon or night dive. But I think it's kind of windy, so they might have tried to knock it out this morning. So they were doing a haunted wreck dive. What that entails, I believe, is they took a lot of Halloween decorations and sent a crew out before the folks, the regular passengers, came out to the dive site. and they decorated a wreck, an underwater wreck there in Pompano, with like skeletons and pictures of me and things like really scary and disgusting things.
Scuba radio decals.
Okay, that would just be good branding though, if any. That's nothing scary about that. But yeah, man-eating mermaids, that kind of stuff. Zombies. Maybe Jason. Were you down there earlier on the dive, Jason? He says yes, and you can see him nod clearly on the radio. We appreciate that. So Jason, not not a horror character of many words. So not going to go over very well on the show today, but that's fine.
Can't commit to the video or the audio.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Need an escape from reality for a while? Your favorite scuba action star, Mike Scott, is back in an all-new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys: Reefs Under Pressure. From the brilliant mind of author Eric Douglas comes the thriller that started it all. Listen as Mike unravels the death of a girl, the protest of new development, and the systemic destruction of coral reefs, all against the stunning backdrop of Grand Cayman Island. This one's got it all: submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface. When he was ready and completely relaxed, he wrapped his arms through the straps of the seat cushion and gently slid into the water.
Dive back into adventure with Cayman Cowboys. Also available, Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish. Download all 5 audiobooks now at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, or audible.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Meet the crabby crustacean from a faraway world.
It's a lobster. A big one.
Who's clawed his way to the top of Tinseltown. Lobster Man from Mars. Starring Tony Curtis.
It's the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. What action. What passion. Wow, it's great.
In the thriller that delivers seafood from outer space. Lobster Man from Mars.
Ooh, scary. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. I cannot believe nobody, as part of the Scuba Radio crew, dressed up as a lobster. Because I love lobster, and I thought for sure that would be an easy costume for someone to score.
Why didn't you?
Because, I have a show to run.
Yeah.
I got a show. I got things to do. I'm the only one that has to work during this thing.
He got his lame shark face.
Look, Greg, it was hard enough to get this mask on.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is a handsome man that's
Look,
staring back at me.
Stick.
It's Greg on a stick.
You could sell that. You could sell Greg on a stick. I think you could sell that. That might be. Guess what you guys are getting for Christmas this year?
Yeah.
Reindeer poop.
Greg on a stick. I like it. Yeah.
You could
Okay.
use them as to cool you off. You could use them to shade you.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I will give Jerry the Diver Guy credit for. I mean, at least he got a I mean, look at me, CJ. I mean, I'm looking at the video. I'm a pretty attractive man, aren't
Do
I?
you know how hard it was to find a picture of you?
Yeah,
not
how
like
did you do?
this?
With the thumb in the face, yeah.
What do you?
I do mean it was like the hardest thing ever.
What do you mean?
This picture goes back like 10 years.
So I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Ever pictures like this.
It has my thumb, my trademark look for photos.
Hi, I'm Greg the Dive Master.
No,
That you stole from the Fonz.
Right? Hey. Yeah, is that
Not
it?
even close.
No, actually, no. I got it from the Mentos commercial. Mentos, the fresh maker.
Even lamer.
And then you give it a thumbs up.
Wow.
You should have stuck with the Fonz.
No doubt.
And,
right?
it's kind of my thing, So now, it just, if you see a picture of me holding my thumb up, it's like, look what I got, a thumb.
This is
Look,
for the
let's go up.
screenshots.
Look, I suck.
Everyone
No.
get a screenshot.
Okay. Anyway, so everybody's dressed up as their favorite character, and Barry and Jerry. Barry and Jerry, obviously, are big fans of me. God bless them. And
That's great how we could turn things around.
yeah, so I just speak the truth.
Yeah.
This is called observational humor. Well, really, just observational stuff. Not much humor in that.
At least mine does. It's got eyeballs and a teeth. Probably.
That's great. Sweet hat, Vinny.
Like that?
Exactly.
It's my Johnny Depp look.
Okay, I thought Johnny Depp was on the show there for a second. I really did. Yeah, he almost fooled me. Did he fool you, Jason? No comment. Jason doesn't speak. I forgot.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. It'll be a perfect interview.
Casey the Catwoman.
Yeah. Well,
Captain Jack Sparrow.
There. That's right. Captain Jack Sparrow.
like that.
Casey the Tobacco Nut. And Vinny Two Tanks. Yeah. But Casey just got back from the Virgin Atlantic cruise, which is kind of like being on a boat with a bunch of folks dressed up for Halloween, from what I've been hearing. It's a pretty crazy crew.
It was pretty wild.
Yeah, the people on there are a little bit. I mean, this isn't your typical cruise crowd that go out on these things. That's what I've been hearing. I mean, they're targeting a younger demographic than your typical cruiser. And what's interesting about the Virgin boat that's going out of Fort Lauderdale, right? It was out of Fort Lauderdale.
Out of Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Yeah.
And they stop in Bimini in the Bahamas and also Mexico, right? That's the two stops.
Nassau.
Oh, Nassau.
This trip.
Oh, you didn't go to Bimini?
No, it was just a little 4-day getaway.
Okay.
Long weekend kind of thing.
All right, maybe that's what they're alternating. I guess they do maybe Nassau, and then on the rest of the week.
on their like 5 and 6 day they do Mexico.
Gotcha. And but they go to Bimini, which is kind of cool. And
cool.
Yeah, and it's it's a smaller boat than your mega ships, but it's brand spanking new. But they cater to definitely a more active, younger crowd.
No children, no one under 18. So
how did you get on board? Oh, you're just talking about physically, right?
Yes.
Mentally, they welcome child, people with a child mentality.
Well, my wife held my hand, told me to shut up, and she just walked through
Go to your room.
security.
Yeah,
Did she stick her hand over your eyes the whole time?
I had on my ScubaRadio shirt, and she just told me not to say anything.
Okay, yeah, well, you just don't make us look bad.
The
Is that
gray
what you mean?
facial hair didn't give it away.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's that. But you went on board, and I've heard this, and maybe you can clarify that they have a tattoo parlor on board.
Yes, they do.
They have a drag queen show as one of the main attractions.
Casey was the main attraction. Look,
And
in
in all the cabins, they have. I've heard in the cabins on these Virgin boats, these cruise ships, that they have adult toys available.
It must have been a higher dollar cabin.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think that's probably. They have what they call rock star cabins.
Ah, okay, and that would
literally you get a little app on your phone, and wherever you are on the ship, if you're a rock star, you shake your phone.
Right.
People will bring you a bottle of champagne.
Really? Well, but I'm wondering if the adult toy thing, were there anything in your cabin, Casey, where you're like, gosh, what is this? Oh, it must be a cleaning device.
No, small safe.
Okay.
Blow dryer.
Did they fold your towel like an elephant?
You sure that was a blow dryer?
That was no elephant.
I'm not sure of anything. I was drinking.
I'm
Yeah.
shaking it.
Well, anyway, excuse me, Vinny.
I'm shaking it.
Shaking something.
Oh,
The shake
boy.
weight.
Yeah. I don't know what to think of that, but
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
You get a
trip.
bottle of
Lot
champagne. I'm shaking
alcoholic
it.
series
Okay.
type things. We hit Bimini. We did I did the shark dive.
you did.
And
I
my
thought you
wife
just
did-
said you went to Nassau.
No, Bimini and Nassau.
Oh, you did Bimini and Nassau.
two different
Oh, okay.
places.
Mexico.
Gotcha.
No, Mexico. Listen,
Right.
Radio
Talk about
Sunshine?
Mexico.
No, that sounded like he said he didn't go to Bimini.
Yeah, exactly. See, you guys are
Oh,
wrong.
Suck it, Barry.
No.
Did you go to Bimini Scuba?
He didn't listen.
They were the ones in charge of all the diving
Yeah,
operations.
Bimini Scuba Center does.
Yeah.
How was
I
that?
was
Nailed.
on the Big Blue.
Yeah, you went out there and did a dive. Where did you
Did
go?
dive.
What dive did you do, or what dives?
I just did one of the little shark dives. There wasn't much there. It was not timed right, they said, because usually the sharks are regulated. They know when the boat's going to come and
Yeah.
things.
Wait,
So
Caribbean
we
reef
saw-
sharks? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
we saw a couple reef sharks.
Yeah,
a couple
okay.
nurse sharks.
All right, well that sounds pretty cool. All right, we'll get more of a report from KC. You thought that too, that he didn't get to Bimini, but he
Said
did.
no.
Yeah, well, see, at least a couple of us are paying attention. More coming up. Stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Conventional underwater scooters can be heavy, unwieldy, and underpowered. At just over 8 pounds and with speeds of up to 7 miles per hour, the Scuba Jet Pro dive scooter is a game changer and fits in your dive bag. The Scuba Jet Pro uses an eco-friendly jet engine with impeller technology. With adapters, it can even power paddleboards, canoes, kayaks, and all kinds of water sports equipment. It's the most versatile scooter you'll ever own. Learn more and get the Scuba Jet Pro at ScubaJet.com. That's ScubaJet.com.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving, flying, and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving, flying, and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why I wanted to tell you about Nanook Professional Protective Cases. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook cases generally cost less than similar products currently on the market. From an iPhone to a full set of dive gear, whatever you need to shield from the elements, Nanook Professional Protective Cases has the size, shape, and color for you. Go to nanook.com. That's NANUK.com for Nanook Professional Protective Cases. The evolution of protection.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new Scuba Radio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 Scuba Radio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New Scuba Radio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Let me tell you about a friend I know. He's got the world's first scuba diving radio show. So now everywhere I am, and everywhere I go, the first thing that I tune to is Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. All right, so we got a little business we got to take care of. Let's see if we can.
Scuba Radio viewer mail.
Yes, we have one from Nick here. It says, "Hey Greg, I was really excited about joining the show today, but I'm kind of upset because I can't listen. Y'all scheduled it on the same day as my wedding this afternoon. So unfortunate." Nick, we've been doing Scuba Radio for almost 25 years, every Saturday, 3 to 5 Eastern time.
Well, listen, he can listen once he gets divorced.
Well, there's that. But
look on the bright side.
Is there a bright side?
Yeah.
He could wear earbuds and his wife would never know.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, right. It's like, when he starts laughing, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded? Yeah, well, no, that'll never happen. You've heard the show. But regardless, I think he has it backwards. He scheduled his wedding to conflict with our show, not the other way around.
6 other days of the week.
Probably not him. It was probably her.
Well, I mean, that may be the case, but still, I mean.
Greg, are you sure you didn't get a phone number for her? Maybe we're supposed to call them for the ceremony.
Huh. Well, he did not reach out before this event to ask us.
You should call right
our
now,
thoughts.
Greg. Call him.
What do you think about me getting hitched? Anyone care to comment or wish him
don't do that.
Wish him well?
No,
Absolutely.
don't do that.
Oh, man. Wow.
Bad idea.
Run.
Bad idea.
Run, damn it, run.
Let's see.
There are more mermaids in the ocean.
Okay. From jeez.
Hell no.
Okay. Well, Nick, congratulations. We wish you the best. Honestly, we do.
Learn from our mistakes.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
I'm so scared.
Is that the wedding march for Nick and his new bride? Is that what we're listening to right now?
No, it's
You
not.
don't? It sounds
The only-
vaguely
the
familiar.
only
It could be.
word of advice that I have for Nick
Yeah.
is it's easier to get forgiveness than it is permission.
Okay.
They're both impossible.
Interesting.
And how
Jerry.
many times are you divorced now, Jerry?
Yeah,
4?
Jerry the guy, Jerry the diver guy, wedding or a marriage consultant. No?
In the immortal
No,
words of Monty
He was
Python.
the divorce consultant.
Yeah.
Run.
Run away! Run away!
Okay. Well, no, we do. We wish Nick the best. We are kidding, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping
We
his.
wish him the best,
yeah,
but we know better.
I
You know,
just
some
do.
people have
I
to
hope
find
his
out
newly
on the-
married, his wife is a diver. I hope they're a buddy team. Because if they aren't, God help them.
Some people have to find out the hard way.
Yeah, that old bumper sticker is like, my wife told me I had to choose between, her and scuba diving.
Fishing.
God, I'm gonna miss her.
I have so many comments, but they'd get us kicked off the air.
Nah,
What the
else
hell?
would do?
exactly. It's Halloween. Channel your character.
Let her rip, Casey.
He just changes the name and starts another show.
Yeah, good point. You could do that.
The world of floating.
If they're going to Vegas for a honeymoon, tell them to stop
Like we
by.
always said, go deep or go home.
Just lame radio.
That's right. Yeah, well, Vinny, none of you guys heard it, but I think it was saying that they ought to spend their honeymoon at the DEMA show in Las Vegas.
And that way we can maybe we could reward them.
Then we can abuse them in person as opposed to just over the radio. Right.
I
Yeah.
know who this is that's getting married.
What do you mean you know them?
Yeah, Kentucky will never be the same.
Okay. Do you care to expound on that at all, or are you going to
I know
speak
Nick.
now or forever hold your peace, Jerry the diver guy?
I know Nick. He just
And?
needs to run. Run,
just
buddy,
gonna-
run.
Use a little Kentucky window.
Wow.
Wait. She needs to run.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nothing like sending, a new couple off on a very, I was going to say positive note.
He
but,
would have gotten in touch sooner. We could have saved him.
Yeah.
You want me to have him call in next weekend to see how it's going?
Nope.
From the honeymoon?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go to Vegas. They'll have fun.
That's right. Vinny Two Tanks will be there. How can it not be? Right?
Yeah, all the scuba, all the best scuba diving stuff.
That's right. All the scuba diving stuff. The entire Scuba Radio Scuba Squad will be there.
He might got lucky and win a prize at the opening of the scuba show.
Hey,
Who
how
does that
much
show?
how much fun? I mean, how much fun would it be if the entire crew were there with them on their honeymoon?
Like 3% more?
I was going to say negative
Are you
numbers.
trying to scare us? Oh,
No, no. I think we were trying to scare them. Yeah. Stay away. Stay.
She won't let him listen to the show no more.
Yeah. Well, can you blame her? Hopefully
Banned
she's
for
smart
life.
enough to manage. Anyway, we do. We kid, but we that means
Well,
that
here's to you,
we
Dick.
love them. Yeah,
Have
here's to
fun.
him. Yeah, Jerry's drinking now. There you go. God help us. All right. So, yeah, whether you spend your honeymoon in Vegas or not, or head out on a Virgin Atlantic cruise ship like Casey the Tobacco Nut, we do want to cover those bases as well. Was there anything else, by the way, Casey, before I move on to the DEMA show and some of the chatter that's been going on this week, as far as,
The tobacco
stuff to do?
nut, there was a very special feature on the ship.
Yeah. Well, you
Just
get a
past
tattoo?
the cashier's cage.
Adult
The
toys?
cigar smoking room.
Oh, they had a smoking room, a
But
cigar.
there's no signs.
Okay, so maybe
So when
you.
I went looking for it, I couldn't find it. And the cashier waved me over to the cage and then told me to take a step to the left. And when I
Yeah.
did, this panel of the wall just opens up.
Cool.
Really, it's like a secret
So
compartment.
it was like a secret bat cave for cigar people. Yes.
Interesting. How about that?
And also
you
the
gotta do that.
whores.
It sounds like the brig. You sure was? You weren't just like arrested and like, hey, we
Well,
gotta
that's okay because there was a button you could push and a little girl would come in and bring you drinks. So
Huh?
I'm
Arrest me.
listening.
Yeah.
Did she say,
Keep going.
nobody?
Wow.
I
Okay,
don't
so
know
you
how
like
many
that?
times my wife probably walked the length of the ship looking for me, but
You were in a little private
I was in a little
closet
private area. Yes.
with a, your own
And he
private
just
server.
came out of the closet.
Yes.
Oh boy! All right, so Casey
You
the
wish.
Tobacco Nut had a good time on the Virgin boat. I mean, you give it 2 fins up though overall.
2 fins up from
Yeah.
Virgin Atlantic.
Even though
yeah.
most divers, I don't know. You talk to a big cross section of divers. I'm not sure they're huge fans of the cruise ship industry overall.
Some are, some aren't.
Yeah, I mean, because when you go on a dive, a lot of times it can be very, very expensive compared to just traveling to a place like that. But Virgin is trying to do a little different spin on this and
Well, I would say
making it a little
Virgin
bit more.
had a big push on the environmental. They incinerate everything. There's no plastics on board.
Right.
There's no wasteful products that you just use once and throw away. So
Clothing is optional. You don't really need it if you want to just run around the boat naked.
I can't really comment on that.
Branson's pretty liberal in that regard. He's but he is a champion of the environment. So maybe it's a step in the right direction for that industry. We'll have to wait and see. But you liked it. I wouldn't mind checking it out, especially the fact that they go to Bimini, because that would be a cool port to visit in the Bahamas. I mean, not knocking Nassau at all, but because it's fun to go over to Nassau. But Bimini, to me, is like the real, like getting out into the Bahamas out island experience if you want to see some of that. And I think that's kind of a neat stop. So we'll see how that progresses and how they do. Benny, 2 tanks. I don't know. You have a comment or what?
Yeah. 2 fins up for Bimini Scuba Center.
Yeah, of course, always.
Yeah, we had a great time on the boat. The crew was absolutely exceptional.
Yeah.
How good? What
You
are their
have to
boats
check
like?
in with the dive god though, because I did leave a couple cigars in his office.
Ah, okay.
But
Well, he'll be
people
over
were
there.
eyeing them
Yeah.
very, very heavily.
They
so
may
I
not
didn't know if
last.
he got any.
That's true. We got the dive god planning to come on. I believe Neil Watson, the dive god, is planning to dress up as the Neil Watson, the dive god, for Halloween today on Scuba Radio. So
Could dress up as Greg.
you've been warned. Yeah. So I doubt they'll last over in Bimini. The locals will sniff them out and
I
smoke them.
tried to. I announced loudly, "These are for the dive god. Do not touch."
Mm-hmm.
But there was some eyeballing going on. So
Okay.
We'll see how much his power weighs over his crew.
Well, okay, we will see. I'm sure he's gonna. As soon as he finds out about this, he's probably gonna make a call like, "Don't you touch them!"
Probably.
Say, you give me those cigars, or we're gonna have to sacrifice another virgin. And then, you'll hear nothing because there probably aren't any left over there. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's talk about some other stuff. And that would be the DEMA show. What, are you already getting anxious there, Barry, or what? What do you mean, please? What was that? What kind of comment was that? Who said that? Who said that? That was you?
Yeah.
How dare you, Jason?
Gosh. Barry's not here today.
Cigars.
There's only Greg part 2.
Okay. Well, anyway, the DEMA show is happening here in a couple weeks in Vegas. We have some new news to share. We're going to have some trips to the Bahamas to give away. That's brand spanking new. And I think we may have some stuff from Fiji. We may have some stuff from the Cayman Islands.
You're giving away Fijis?
We're giving away a ton of stuff. I'm telling you, this is God's honest truth. I think we may break another record when it comes to giveaways to open the DEMA show in Las Vegas for Scuba Radio again this year. I mean, it builds every single year. It blows my mind. I keep thinking, we're going to, it's getting to the point where we're not going to be able to give, thousands of dollars worth of stuff away. But the list is just getting longer and longer.
Earlier.
Well, or find some better ways to give the stuff away more efficiently, because I am going to have a ton of stuff to give away at the show. So if you're going to DEMA, and you should if you're in the industry for sure, get there early. The show opens at 10 a.m. each day. And between 9:30 and 10, we're going to be on the stage right there at the entrance as people are waiting to get in and giving away a ton of stuff.
I had an idea for contest, Greg.
Okay, don't care.
Great, tell us later.
Yeah. No. What is that? What is your idea?
Why don't we put prizes inside like plastic Easter egg type things and have a big tank of water for people to bob for prizes?
Like bobbing for apples kind of thing, but they're Easter eggs. And a water tank.
Yes.
Okay. Makes total sense if you're crazy. So we have some other ideas. We'll talk about them next.
Scuba Radio.
Would you like to talk diving? Greg the Dive Master's all toweled down and ready to take your call now. Call Scuba Radio at 1-888-88-SCUBA.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Here comes old Greg. He's a scaly manfish.
He's Greg the Dive Master.
What you doing in my waters?
The show is a disaster.
I got something to show you.
He's Greg the Dive Master.
Hi there.
Master. Dive Master. Dive Master. Dive Master.
Come on, Greg. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Nart. Hello, fishies.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We have the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web on this Halloween weekend. There's Casey, the Tobacco Nut, Vinny Two Tanks, Bubble Boy, Jerry the Diver Guy, and Barry the Bugger, who looks, I'll tell you what, he is an attractive man today. Look at him. I don't know what he's doing differently, but he looks amazing. I don't know.
Amazing.
Got like a facelift or something. You can see this on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch if you're so inclined. But man, you're an attractive man, Barry. And I can say that with
very strange.
Please.
Okay, moving on to more constructive stuff, possibly, would be the Dive God is with us, Mr. Neil Watson, who runs an operation with his son down over there in Bimini. Neil, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic, my friend. Absolutely fantastic.
Happy Halloween to you. And I'm impressed with your outfit. Can't see this on the video feed, but he looks like the Dive God to me.
Well, I'm going to do some underwater trick or treating.
You are? How does that work exactly?
Well, if they don't give you like free drink coupons, you shut off their air.
Okay.
Or maybe feed them to the sharks.
All right. Give me candy or you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be appropriate. I think this weekend you could probably get away with it. It was just a joke. We're just just a seasonal thing. Okay, sure. People died, but whatever. Yeah. Just trying to stay in with the spirit. I got you. Well, Casey was just over there in Bimini. Had a great time there, Neil. And I guess, this Virgin boat that's been running over there lately has been good for business, right?
Oh, man, that's been unbelievable. Absolutely. I mean, the neat thing about it is because it's adults only, it gets a younger crowd. I mean, the regular cruise ships, half the people are too old to get in the water anyhow, so we don't get a lot of business from them.
Yeah.
But this is probably the average age is like 45, 50 years old, which is younger than the average divers.
Well, there you go. And Casey left a tip there at the headquarters there in Bimini.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
He left he left you a couple of cigars from Casey the Tobacco.
Check in with you, see if you got any, because there were a lot of people eyeing those cigars very heavy.
When you go there, you're supposed to provide a sacrifice to the Dive God, and that's what he did.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
You haven't heard about this. It's either cigars or virgins. So, and I figured there weren't any left. Yeah, well, there's that, I guess. But I figured there weren't any left, so he went with the cigars. Yeah. But you didn't know about that.
No, I didn't. But
do you know a crew? Do you know one of the guys in your crew named Robin?
Yeah, sure.
Robin had them in his hand.
That's not a good line or good sign, is it?
And he said he would give them to you.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, I will make sure that he follows up on that. And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I will. I'm sure I will enjoy him.
So when you call him, you're going to call as soon as we get off the air. You're going to call him, and he's going to say, "What cigars?" Right?
I'm sure.
No. I specifically warned them that they were for the Dive God from Scuba Radio.
Right.
All right.
So,
all right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we will see.
If he broke the rules, he'll have to feed the sharks next.
Yeah, or he'll be fed to the sharks if it's up to the Dive God.
He doesn't have them.
Yeah. That's right. Well, Neil, I know, it's a good thing business is starting to crank up again there in the Bahamas. Bahamas is going to be doing the big happy hour party with us at the DEMA show in Vegas. You're going to be a part of that.
I will be there, absolutely. Looking forward to it. I'm really excited about DEMA this year. I know there's some apprehensions and concerns, but it's been 2 years since we've had any major industry event that brought everybody together. And we used to do 5-6 trade shows a year,
right?
The traveling circus kind of deal, But now it's been a couple of years, and I'm going to go to see who's there. I'm going to go to see who's left.
Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah, but yeah, it is kind of frustrating to see some of the chatter online of people being so negative, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like you said, we haven't been able to have a trade show in 2 years now. I mean, I know you're excited. I'm excited. Our entire crew is excited. We got more giveaways than we've ever done before. We're going to do our Bahamas happy hour party on, I believe it's Wednesday, 4 to 6 to end the show. So not only are we going to open the show each morning and have more stuff to give away than ever before, but we're going to have one heck of a party with the Bahamas this year as well. And just the opportunity to get together with our dive industry friends is a treat and a way to network and just lift everybody up. So yeah, I know you're just as excited, about it as I. But does it frustrate you to see some of this nonsense from people that are like don't seem to get it?
I don't understand it. Number one, if you don't personally want to go, don't go.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is the only event in the world that brings all the stakeholders together at one place at one time.
That's right. We don't have an alternative. I mean, it's the DEMA show or nothing when it comes to trade. So it's a good thing. You'll see people like the dive god Neil Watson, the Scuba Radio crew, the Bahamas, all the vendors, everybody. It's just a blast. It's good stuff. Neil, always a pleasure, my friend. Love the outfit for Halloween. And we will talk to you again real soon, my friend. And hour 2 on deck. Stay close, just getting started here on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
You'll want to be there on Scuba Radio.
Let's go! Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Happy Halloween weekend to you. The entire Scuba Radio Scuba Squad has dressed up for the festivities. Most of them are wearing masks, so you're welcome. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, YouTube, or Twitch, you are spared from typically seeing these scary individuals on screen.
Well, I just took mine off. Do I need to put it back on since you just said that?
Well, it's kind of too late already, I guess.
Well, you had the real Greg and then the fake Greg.
You know, people they're looking. They may be looking for a scare. You know, and I can't think of anything more terrifying than the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad or CJ or myself. I mean, our entire crew. That'll scare the bejesus out of most typical human beings. So, you know, it's just what we do. It's a service we provide, you know. Hey, last week we told you, or actually maybe a couple weeks ago, we told you the finalists for the Dive Community Champion Award winners were announced. There's 5 finalists that I helped narrow it down to those 5 DEMA members.
So you can't win again.
No, because last time they did this in 2019, Scuba Radio won the Platinum Award for a diving community champion. And they recruited me to be a judge to help finalize the final 5 that the membership voted on who would actually win.
Did you accept bribes?
Of course I did.
Okay, so who bribed you the best?
Force Blue, because they won.
All right.
Yeah, our buddies at Force Blue.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't we be like defending champions?
Well, it's not, you know,
What's this stuff.
Yeah, and have you seen the guys from Force Blue, Casey? They would totally destroy us.
Yeah,
we'd have no chance.
Trying to have them do to me.
They carry their own dive gear and everything.
That's right.
No,
exactly.
No.
Life is no good without a challenge. We need to rise up to this.
Okay, if you say so.
Ineligible now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a thing, you know, it just, I don't know. It's how we...
it's how he gives back.
That's right. That's what
You're
we're
a giver, Greg.
You know, you win it, and then you move on and share the love for others.
Some people call you a son of a bitch.
Yeah. And
some people would say it sounds kind of chicken.
No, it's not a competition. After you've won, after you've been to the top of the mountain, I mean, you know, you don't have to.
Yeah. You're welcome, Greg.
Yeah.
Some people call you son of a bitch. I call you a giver.
That's right. So so anyway, congratulations to Force Blue. It's
well deserved.
Exactly.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Way better than us.
They
for
do
sure.
way more than you do.
That's so true. That's so true.
Is Gonzo going to be on?
I don't know. Is he? Have you talked to him?
Have you talked to him?
No, he won't take my calls. You kidding me?
Are you, Greg?
He knows
Barry
me.
Gonzo's just like that.
What do you mean? He's just Barry and Gonzo are buddies? No,
They're tight.
Well, no. Barry and Giovanna are tight because that's his gear schlepper.
Not anymore.
His gear what?
Schlepper?
Yeah. She schlepped his gear.
Where Yiddish from?
Yeah, I mean, you know, this young, petite woman carried
tiny.
Barry's
She picked this thing up and
Barry's gear last time we were diving with the folks from Force Blue, and you know, it is what it is. I mean, Barry's kind of a wuss.
Listen, you old cripple.
Whoa, hey now.
Wait here now. Wait, I think he's packing his own gear there.
Shots fired.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Wait, who used his own gear last dive?
Nobody schlepping my gear.
No one schlepped my gear on my last dive.
On the
last on the dive before.
The last dive in Tampa.
Okay.
All right, there's one.
Yeah, there's one. You're on a roll.
He brought his own shoes and his glasses.
That's right.
It's because Giovanni didn't show up.
Yeah,
no, she was there. She kept asking me. I said, nope, I can do it.
Yeah, and you know what she said? She's a singer. I bet you didn't know that about her.
Real Greg says wrong.
So anyway, yeah, it's the Diving Community Champion Award winner for 2021 is
Very
the
good.
folks from Force Blue, forceblueteam.org. Check them out. I don't know what their next outing is. I know they're doing some scout dives for some projects, I believe, back down there in South Florida where you are, Barry. So
They're
we may have
to do something with the tires.
That's right. They're working on salvaging some of the tires that are off the east coast of Florida there and getting them out of the water column. So we may have to call Giovanna and say, hey, we have some gear that you got to move for Barry. He'd like to join.
No, we're not doing that again.
The team. Yeah.
Nope. I'd rather crawl on my fours than have her do that again.
Excuse me?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Well, there's that. Now, also, we have to talk about how we're going to award all the prizes for the DEMA show. And I mentioned this last week about
to the audience.
Well, we got to, I mean, these are big prizes. We got a Shearwater dive computer to give away, a Peregrine dive computer. We have trips to the Bahamas, to Bonaire. We have, I think we're going to have some stuff to the Cayman Islands. Let's see, who am I forgetting?
EV.
Excuse me? Vinny?
ET, real. EV, phone home.
Explorer Ventures.
That's right.
My favorite prize.
That's right. It is. It's Vinny loves going on the Explorer Ventures liveaboards. Of course, we're going to give away those. We have the first day of the show is probably going to be the biggest because we're going to have a liveaboard trip to give away. I believe it's a Saba trip with Explorer Ventures liveaboards. Also, we got a scuba jet to give away as well, an underwater dive scooter.
I know a way you can narrow it way down.
How so? One.
You narrow it down to only Scuba Radio listeners.
Yeah.
So throw out, ask them a question related to the show, and if they can answer it, or if they have an answer.
Oh, we'll never get a winner that way.
I mean, you go down from I don't know.
Forget you take bribes.
100 people to 3.
I actually like Vinny's idea better. Yeah, the person with the most amount of money that's willing to give it to me. Here, you have a trip.
Discreetly.
Yeah, it's Vegas. They don't have laws or anything that we have to abide by, do they?
You'll use your P.O. box down in South Florida, right?
Yeah. Bury the bugger. So I was thinking, though, and I mentioned this last week, that we were going to do a little contest called the Dive Masked Singer contest and do a little play on that. Wow, what is this? What kind of attitude am I getting from the crew here? Are you serious? You don't like that idea?
How is this going to work?
Well, okay, you're going to wear a dive mask.
If he doesn't like it, he needs to come up with something better.
That's right. Don't poo-poo on my idea.
I like the
snorkel. There'll be no poo-pooing. So, no, I'm thinking you have to wear a dive mask and a snorkel, and then you will give them a song to sing. We'll have 3 people up on stage, and then we'll have the audience pick the person they felt sang the best.
So they get to keep this mask and this snorkel then.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll have them share it.
They're still going to have COVID stuff.
To all the girls I've loved before, not a dime, not a penny more.
Oh, that's easy when you're not wearing a mask or have a snorkel in your mouth. Stick something in your mouth and try to sing something real quick, Barry. You put whatever you want in your mouth. Go ahead. Barry, show us how it's done. What's so funny? Why are they laughing hysterically?
You know.
Take something out of his mouth.
That was James.
James was not in your mouth. I don't know what you're saying.
James was the one singing.
James needs to now call Dan and goes, it's safe to dive with one lung.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But yeah, it would be like, I think we'd have 3 people singing, sounded kind of like Kenny from South Park. It'd be something like that, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of fun and entertaining to watch people humiliate themselves for a chance to win a liveaboard trip with Explorer Ventures.
And with prizes like those, there'll be plenty of humiliation.
Exactly. I mean, look, if we can't keep the prizes for ourselves, we have to get something out of it, and that's.
They should wear a Greg mask with this.
What do you mean, keep the prizes for yourself?
No, we can't. We got to give them away, so we better get something out of it, and being mightily amused by abusing other people, I think, is the way we do it.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Be an explorer in the other 2/3 of your world. Be the buddy who takes the kids in the aquarium instead of just to it. Be adventurous. Be amazed. Be a diver.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out in the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
Halloween weekend, and the crew we're testing out some ideas for the DEMA show giveaways that we have happening in Vegas here in a couple weeks. And by the way, let me just work down the list here again. Let me see here. We have a week-long trip to Bonaire to give away, Explorer Ventures liveaboard to give away, a scuba jet.
Hold on. Slow down.
Yeah.
You got to give a little beat in between. Those are some big prizes.
Yeah, we're talking like a couple grand.
Read that first one again and let that sink in.
A week, I believe it's going to be a week for two to Bonaire.
That's
dive.
Incredible.
I don't know all the details.
That is a dream
just yet.
trip.
Yeah. And we're going to have several trips to the Bahamas to give away.
Oh, my God.
As part of the opening ceremonies and the Bahamas happy hour. Yeah, that's right. And then let's see, we got a scuba jet to give away. That's like $2,500, I think.
That's also insanely cool.
We have a Shearwater Peregrine dive computer to give away. We're going to have all kinds of DEMA clothes and party prize packs and things, nano cases, tiki torch games, and a lot of little tchotchke stuff, but some big prizes. I mean, big trips.
I think I found a workaround.
Yeah?
If I quit the show, get myself to DEMA,
right?
Could I be eligible to win one of those?
Absolutely not. No, there's no way. Now we're going to make this totally legit.
That's worth it, man.
This is how we give back to the dive industry.
I'm impressed, Greg, and I'm never impressed with you.
Well, thank you. And
it's really this time you've really done it.
They just have to impress me to pick them out of the audience.
Well, maybe. They got to get our attention for sure. And like I said, since we can't partake in all these prizes, it's only fair that we get mildly amused by the activities that we make these potential winners do. It's for our own amusement. And that may mean that you're going to have to get up on stage, put on a mask and snorkel, and sing as part of our dived mask.
I mean, you win a trip to Bonaire. Hey, who cares if you made a fool of yourself?
That's right. Yeah, I mean, come on.
You got a great story for the grandkids.
We can't go on the trip, so we have to get something out of it. And like I said, that's, having us be mildly amused.
Yeah, sure.
And you might actually amuse other people watching the festivities. That's what it's all about. It's about having fun. And, it's all, we've been doing Scuba Radio for almost 25 years. Every DEMA, we've been doing this, I think, for at least the last 15. And I started this as a way to give back to the industry because the industry has been so good to us. And I've okay, let's talk to our Scuba Radio sponsors. Will you give us some stuff to give to the industry and have some fun? And they have, the support has been phenomenal. And it's just turned into this massive monster of an event at the DEMA show every year. And I love it. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, sure, would I wish that we could take advantage of some of those trips? I mean, Caradonna Dive Adventures, they're helping us out with a lot of the prizes too and trips and things. I mean, I'd love to be able to take those ourselves, but that wouldn't be right. And believe it or not, we have just a sliver of integrity here
Well,
at
listen,
Scuba Radio. So
the good book says it's better to give than receive.
that's all.
Think about how good that'll make you feel, Greg, to give away those awesome prizes.
You know,
you'll feel so good.
Oh, if you say so.
You'll be like, I did something good today.
I'd feel much better, though, if I was sitting on the beach in Fiji in between dives. But it is what it is, and I just don't feel right about taking advantage of that stuff. I figure, hey, let's give it back to all the people that make what we do every week possible, and that is, maybe hook up some listeners with some stuff.
if they suffer through, one of your opening shows, then they deserve a big prize.
Good point.
They're standing there with the coffee in their hands, rubbing the sleep out of their eyes, going, I got up for what?
Yeah. And we've come up with some pretty crazy ideas over the years on how to give these things away. Early on, we had the Captain Slate burp off. Could you burp louder or similar to Captain Slate?
That's a tough one.
In the
You'd have
Florida
to
Keys.
chug some beer for that, maybe, to help.
Seriously.
You out.
And I'll tell
carbonated.
you, who won it?
Who?
A little like 20-something young lady. And she got up there, she went, I was like, holy crap.
Good Lord.
That
Bullfrog.
came out of you? Gone. And she won. I mean, and Captain Slate, picked her. So we've done some pretty nutty things in the past. And, and I'm always looking for some unique, something new, something fun to try. And, came up with this idea, the dive masked singer. Totally original idea. With the dive part of it is, at least.
Sure.
But, that TV show, The Masked Singer.
Very topical.
Let's just throw a dive mask on it, and, hey, we can say we own it. So that is the idea. And so I'm thinking we'll pull a few folks from the audience, and we'll put them up on stage with a mask and snorkel, give them a song to sing, and then the person who performs the best, it'll be, driven by the audience. They'll pick who they felt sang the song the most effectively through their snorkel. And as an example, who has one? Let's see. Barry has a snorkel. Bubble Boy. Yeah, give us an idea there, Barry. Okay, well, Barry, Jerry, and Bubble Boy.
We got to give him a song to sing. What song should he sing? Wait, hold on, stop.
Yeah, quiet, you.
Jesus.
Wait for your cue.
You lose. No prize for you.
You've been disqualified. Okay, yeah, I guess we got to come up with a scuba-themed song. Should it be like Queen Under Pressure or something like that? Or
you're not going to hear any lyrics.
Well, I may or may not. Depends on how well you sing through your snorkel, young man or old man.
Where?
Yeah.
Still has James in his mouth.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Do you guys have a song that you would prefer to perform for everyone? I don't know. It probably should.
Since it's Vegas, we have to sing Elvis songs.
Well, okay. Says Jerry Presley. So I have no idea what he's doing.
It's a Scuba Radio theme.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's a winner.
Who, Vinny?
Harry.
Well, we haven't heard from everybody yet.
Yeah, we haven't heard Jerry's version. So, go ahead, Jerry.
What do you? I'll go last.
Well,
chicken poop.
Oh, Casey has it too. Go, Casey. Go, Casey. Go, Casey.
Casey, go, Casey. No, you got to unmute, Casey. Unmute, Casey.
You got to turn your mic.
You gotta put the end
Sounds
of
like
the
he's
snorkel
choking.
by your microphone.
Oh, golly. Well, what the hell is that? That sounds like.
Are you okay?
Something from the depths of hell. What?
That's exactly what I was singing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the depths of hell. It was
Well, look how well this went. If that's any indication, we got a lot of work ahead of us. Coming up, stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Let me tell you about a friend I know. He's got the world's first scuba diving radio show. So now everywhere I am, and everywhere I go, the first thing that I tune to is Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. All right, Jerry, the diver guy, grab your snorkel, sing the Scuba Radio song you just heard. If we can decipher what it is, or it sounds anything remotely close to the Scuba Cowboy, well, then you'll win absolutely nothing. But we might be mildly amused. Go. Go. What? Stick it in your mouth and start. What? Keep going. There's more to it than that.
No, Barry done won.
Barry won. I didn't recognize the song Barry was even doing.
See,
what is that? What is he doing?
It's not a kazoo, goddammit.
That's as good as you're going to get from this device.
Well, I don't know.
That's what she said.
Whoa. Bubble Boy, actually, you could decipher he was singing Hound Dog by Elvis Presley.
Yeah, I did hear that.
So
I
Bubble
thought that
Boy.
was the Gilligan's Island theme.
I was singing going down in a blaze of glory.
What?
Didn't get that at all.
I didn't either. I don't know what
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I know who it is.
What does that have to do with diving, though?
Nothing.
Jerry, you're supposed to sing a diver song.
Well, what does Hound Dog have to do with it?
Well, it was Vegas. It tied into Vegas.
Yeah, but not diving.
See, Flintstones. See, I recognize.
No.
Yeah, but see, Bubble Boy is cheating.
Doing it like this now.
But
Right.
the Bubble Boy's putting the microphone close to the mouthpiece. You can't do that. You got to put it to the other
Why not?
end.
What's wrong with that?
Because that's the whole idea
That's
of
just good technique.
Well, that's cheating, is what we call it in the biz.
No, we call it.
The dive masked singers, judges have spoken. See there, that's more what it sounds like when someone's yelling through a snorkel, like you're on the surface, like I found a lobster. Right, exactly. You know exactly what they're saying because they're so excited. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's it. They got to say a phrase. Maybe they don't have to sing. Maybe that's what.
Now make them sing.
And then if people can decipher what they're trying to say, maybe I don't know.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
This is Orson Welles, ladies and gentlemen. That grinning, glowing, globular invader of your living room is an inhabitant of the pumpkin patch, and if your doorbell rings and nobody's there, that was no Martian in Colorado.
Hopefully you're going diving, maybe doing a wreck dive, doing one of those underwater galaxy dives. Do a night dive. Take the glow stick, break it open, and goo flies over everywhere. That doesn't sound very ecologically sound. No. But I've heard people doing this. I don't know. Who was that? That was Pete from Scuba Board says they do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
they do it quite a bit out there.
But wouldn't that just make a gooey mess all over the place?
No. I'm more concerned about the glass inside the stick.
The glass? What glass?
There's two chemicals in there. One of them is glass. One's encased in glass. You ever feel it when you snap one of those? They're in a glass container.
No, we haven't, Richard Gere. Tell us about it.
Richard Gere? Wait, what does Richard Gere have to do
Never
with
mind.
This?
Moving on.
Is Barry still speaking through a snorkel?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Barry's not here.
Yeah.
Only Greg.
Can you use glass inside of gerbils?
To quote Barry's wife, you can take it out now.
Whoa, now. Okay.
No, that would be your head.
We're going to be Greg all day long.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is pretty scary. Whatever we've been doing today, since we can't dive, we've been at least talking about it.
20 minutes left.
Okay. So, but I think we might have come up with a better idea than the singing competition. Maybe it's a phrase.
The masked talker.
No, it's the dive masked singer. Oh, yeah, they
you
sing.
can't call it a singer anymore.
Oh, crap. Oh, that was a terrible idea.
No, make them sing still.
They still got to sing, but we got to figure out what song they have to sing.
You heard how entertaining that was. Already. We got a little
you know what?
preview.
I giggled. I think I did giggle once.
You did titter.
Okay. A little bit of tittering.
There was
going
no
on.
guffaw, but I did hear a titter.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're probably correct. So the dive masked singer, so they'll have to sing into a snorkel. Maybe they don't even need. Maybe we just need snorkels again. I don't know. Maybe they don't have to wear a dive mask.
Well, then it wouldn't be masked.
Oh, that's true.
Come on.
See, thanks,
Think about
CJ.
it.
CJ's kind of like the producer.
Stick with the concept.
I'm just the idea man. You're.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael Keaton.
CJ throws them all out.
Okay.
They should sing Under Pressure.
They should sing Under Pressure by Queen.
They
Says
might
Vinny
not know
Two
that
Tanks.
song, though, sadly.
Under
It's
Pressure.
So old.
Like
That's kind of the show. We played that on the show. It's familiar.
Yeah, but you're assuming they listen.
Well, maybe we play it for them first. Like, okay, here's the song you're going to sing, but then they would know what it is.
That's just the bass line. That's not
music.
singing.
You're not singing the lyrics. You got to sing the lyric.
You're not going to get lyrics.
Those aren't lyrics. That's scat.
James is singing.
Bubble Boy for the win. Tell you what. We may have uncovered a new talent for Bubble Boy. Yeah.
Keep going.
He's gonna pass out.
Nobody talk over him. I want to hear that again.
That didn't come out of a snorkel. Just stop that.
I know what that was.
I know
this
that.
is only a sampling of the excitement.
Wow. This is what you would miss.
That
if
was
you don't go to
Freddie
the show.
Mercury coming off a cocaine bender.
Could
Or
be.
just coming off a bender wood.
Yeah.
With Richard Gere.
Well, what? Huh?
Allegedly.
All right, what is with Richard Gere?
Yeah, just.
I'll explain
that's enough.
later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's David Bowie.
Oh,
Okay.
David who?
All right.
David
Well,
Bowie.
we're gonna have to figure out a way to get some snorkels if we're gonna do this too, because we will have some
Jeez,
issues.
if only someone had connections to dive equipment manufacturers.
Yeah. How
If
would
only
you-
you had a radio
well,
show.
Remember the headache we went through to get the J snorkels for the snorkel blast?
Yes, I do. And yeah,
Have
that was
fun.
the
The
snorkel
ones
show.
that they don't
Snorkel
make
show.
anymore.
What did we do with
They
all
don't
those
make-
snorkels?
What do you mean they don't make them anymore? Of course they
Buried
make
them in the backyard.
Yes, but people that want to win an EV trip, they'll bring their own snorkel.
Bring your own
no.
snorkel.
Yeah, they're gonna carry
they
their
may
own
not get the
snorkel.
word out in time.
They aren't going to know about
BYOS.
the contest till they get there, Vinny.
Yeah, the word might not. That's good. Not a good idea.
Well, okay. See,
Word of the day.
Casey
Bring
the
your own
Tobacco
snorkel.
Nut is Vinny Two Tanks producer. Sounds like Casey's keeping Vinny in check.
Can't you feel the
I screwed
love
up.
tonight?
No, you didn't. That's fine. It's an honest mistake.
Now he's singing.
Yeah.
You're okay, champ. Hang in there.
All right. Well, I think what we've learned from this is that we should not do this.
No, you absolutely should.
You think?
We've secretly coated Benny Two Tank's mouthpiece with LSD. Let's see if anybody notices the difference.
Huh.
Negative.
Well, okay.
We
just we have to come up with some songs. I mean, we're gonna have the ring toss game. We're gonna have a Bimini ring toss or tiki toss tournament. Because I'm gonna have
every year.
So that's one prize.
You have that equipment, right?
But that's classic.
I do. Yeah. Yeah, we are gonna have a tournament because I'm gonna have 8 stations, and we're gonna have.
It's classic.
We're gonna have a tournament.
So start
to
practicing
speak.
now, folks.
It won't matter.
Remember the year that I beat Greg?
No,
that was a lie.
Yeah. Thank you. See, he remembers. He knows. No, so
not the year I was there.
That's right. Never happened. So we have that as well as the dive masked singer competition.
Craig is
so
annoyingly good at the Bimini ring toss.
Yes,
game.
annoyingly good.
Annoyingly.
Yeah. So that's one thing. You know, I did want to get this other story out there because this is just kind of one of these little news nuggets that ties into Halloween. Like if you really want to scare the kids and kind of work in some kind of diving element when they're picking up their candy tomorrow at your house, if you're doing that.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm listening.
You know, first off, every diver listening to me right now has a costume, right? I mean, have you ever went on Amazon and looked up like scuba costume?
No.
They're terrible. And you have an entire line of scuba gear in your bag.
So you're saying we should just gear up and answer the door like that?
Answer the door as a diver. You know, it'll be a good conversation starter. Might, entice the kids to want to.
Although mentally, though,
what?
It really makes me want to jump in the water.
Well,
it's a Pavlovian thing. If I put that stuff on, I want to jump into a body of water next. It's going to be really disappointing when I can't.
You know what? You set the hose up at the front door.
There you go.
And you have the kids like, here, grab the hose, squirt down the scuba diver, and you'll get some candy. So at least you'll get some water on you. Make them do a trick.
Just put them in one of those kiddie pools.
Okay, well, you can do that too. But I'm just saying, you have.
Or you might be arrested by the cops.
Well, there's that. But, you
No,
know.
Casey, last year Greg had a 30-gallon aquarium that he put in the front door filled with electric eels and a bag of Snickers at the bottom.
Yeah.
Cruel. Very cruel.
Good times.
But entertaining.
Yeah. So just remember, it's funny how divers don't remember that, hey, you got all this gear. You might as well.
Well, we don't think of it as a costume.
Well, I know, but I'm
That's
just saying, there's multi-uses for your gear, and Halloween's a perfect time for it. The other thing, you got a spare wetsuit, fill it full of dead leaves.
You always say this.
Yeah, and create a corpse.
It's a horrible idea.
What do you mean? It's a
because you'll never get that out of there. It'll be super itchy.
Next time you're diving, itches.
You know how hard it is just to get sand out of it,
Ask
let alone
James about
leaves.
the spiders in his snorkel.
No, there's no spiders. I'm just saying, but you can do this. Yeah, fill it full of leaves.
Shampoo.
Yeah, and then a little ketchup around the head hole. That's what
head hole.
Yeah, that's what it's called, the head hole.
That's what
the
I'm going to do
technical
with my expensive wetsuit is fill it full of leaves and ketchup.
And we're off the air.
Ketchup around the jock strap there. The crotch strap.
Crotch strap.
Okay, quiet. All right, there's a couple little tidbits, but maybe you want to just spook out the kids when they take the candy as a diver and they see you in your gear, and say, hey, I hope you enjoy that candy. Here's a little tidbit for you. To take home, to think about when you want to become a diver, all the cool marine life we see. You've heard of jellyfish, right? Like, yeah. Have you ever wondered how a jellyfish...
Story's going nowhere.
God, this setup's long.
No.
Continue.
How a jellyfish poops.
You're going to explain this to a child at Halloween.
No, you're not explaining to it. Have you ever wondered?
Dad comes back to the door.
Yeah. Have you ever wondered this?
What's the opposite of riveting?
Well, look, jellyfish have a mouth, and they, engulf their food, fish, whatever they find. But also, they don't have the other end. So once they digest whatever stuff they don't need, it comes back out their mouth.
Okay.
Kind of like Barry. Okay?
Got
there
it.
you go.
You can also get
Would you like to talk diving? Greg the Dive Master's all toweled down and ready to take your call now. Call Scuba Radio at 1-888-88-SCUBA.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving, flying, and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving, flying, and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why I wanted to tell you about Nanook Professional Protective Cases. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook cases generally cost less than similar products currently on the market. From an iPhone to a full set of dive gear, whatever you need to shield from the elements, Nanook Professional Protective Cases has the size, shape, and color for you. Go to nanook.com. That's NANUK.com for Nanook Professional Protective Cases. The evolution of protection.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new Scuba Radio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 Scuba Radio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always, and I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New Scuba Radio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
I am Greg the Dive Master. I'm hoping that everybody's making the best of Halloween with their scuba gear, with their dives. Maybe they're doing a haunted wreck dive down there in Pompano. I know that was going on today. I'm not sure if it already happened or they're going to do a night dive today. But regardless, hopefully you're taking advantage of maybe pumpkin carving down there with Cap Slade. I know he does that down in the Keys. And if not, you're using your gear for Halloween to terrorize the local school children in your neighborhood if you're giving out candy.
We're going to scare them, Greg. We're going to scare them.
We're going to scare them, says Jerry the diver guy. And, maybe you have them spray you with water, because you're a diver and you have to stay wet. Something like that. Mermaid Kristen was going to join us today. You saw the costume she was going to wear.
Yeah.
But she ended up traveling
Kool-Aid
out
Man.
of, what was that?
Looked like the Kool-Aid Man.
No, she was a pumpkin, you big dummies.
Oh, okay. I can see that
pumpkin.
too.
Yeah.
And you would think she'd be a mermaid, but I guess that's what she is all the time. So she mixes it up on Halloween and was going to be a pumpkin. And she didn't join us on the show today because she knew that
she has a life.
Well, and she knew what everybody else was going to do. So, she didn't want to be associated with that nonsense. Can you blame her?
Yeah, she had a conflict.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, she had something to do.
A conflict of interest.
It wasn't just that she didn't want to participate. She just had something to go do.
Yes.
Something more fun.
Well, that's debatable.
Yeah. I will say, Barry, he's I've never seen him look this good.
I mean, there's a couple of minutes left in the show. It could get fun at any minute.
No. No, why start now? We're on a roll.
Because, you need glasses.
His costume is quite handsome.
Thank you, Vinny Two Tanks. So,
Here. Like who's better, mine or Barry's?
I'm sporting the Scuba Radio shirt.
Yeah.
I am sporting the Scuba Radio glasses.
Right.
I am sporting the thumbs up.
Uh-huh.
Usually we call that sucking up.
Well, whatever it takes.
No, I think we call it brown nosing is what we call
And
it.
he's got the pirate hat.
And he's got a pirate hat to
I
boot.
got a pirate hat hard.
So Barry,
well, he's got a pirate hat on top of the picture of Greg's baseball hat. cap, so it's kind of
right.
Okay.
So it goes, is what you're saying.
No, it doesn't really.
Okay. So
what hat?
So Barry the Bugger is dressed as me, as well as Jerry the Diver Guy dressed as me. But out of those two, well, let's see. Did Bubble Boy dress as me too? Is that what happened? Or
no, I'm dressed as that doofus from the Curse of Joke Island.
The Curse of.
Okay, how does he do that with his eyes?
That's freaky.
I don't know. I think Jerry's Greg looks really realistic, though. Look at his. Hold that up again. That mask does look good.
That is a good picture of me.
You realize these are all pictures of Greg.
Totally photoshopped.
Notice. I tried to take the whole image in perspective. Notice how big the head is.
Yeah.
It's a big head.
Yeah, it fits perfectly.
Yeah. What's your point? I don't get it.
Cut out nicely.
Yeah. It's like there's a lot of craft work going into that.
Did you have to take that somewhere to get it specially printed? I'm curious how
I
those
would
are
think
made.
so.
Yeah, I tried to print it on mine, but it broke my printer.
Right, take all your toner.
So he has like Greg on a stick.
No.
Jerry, use that in Vegas. See if you can unlock Greg's phone.
There you go.
Facial recognition.
That would work.
It probably would. Well, it's
Europe.
We need to award a winner of best costume of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad today, don't we? I mean, they've been
sure.
So, CJ went as Jason. Barry and Jerry were me. Vinny Two Tanks was himself, and Casey the Tobacco Nut was, I don't know.
He was a pro.
He was the ballerina from the Black Swan, right?
Very dive related.
Yeah. And now he's pulling up a different.
Must be the things that he brought back from his Virgin cruise.
Is that what it was? Did you have that on the Virgin cruise? Was that first mask? And this actually, I think it's from Eyes Wide Shut.
I cannot say that there were adult events and what may have happened.
Okay. So he did one of those Eyes Wide Shut
Lot
things.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Seniors only orgy. Got it.
Wow.
Only.
Thighs glued shut.
Break a hip.
Yeah, just that mental picture we painted in everyone's mind right now.
They had a Viagra bar.
We'll be paying for that one.
Yeah.
And then Bubble Boy is dressed as a pirate.
Well,
But
he's using tricks.
Of alien eggs, and we all got younger as we went along.
Okay. But none of you dressed as a diver.
Well, you're a diver.
Well, I think
You could argue that Jerry and Barry.
I mean, here's me. So I think in theory, I'm a shark. And, I think being that I'm the judge of this competition, I think
he's a man eater.
I think I win. I think I win.
Put it on. You have yet to put that mask on there,
No,
boy.
it's on right now, see?
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
Stick your head through
It's
it.
me.
We don't know if you're there.
I'm right here. Look at me on YouTube
I
and
don't see
Facebook
anything.
Live. There's a giant shark. It ain't Greg the Dive Master. Ah! Oh, golly.
I couldn't dress up as a diver. My suit was filled with leaves.
Oh, that's
See
who
what
told you
you
that
did?
stupid idea? Anyway, we'll wrap it up with that. Till next time, remember, it's always better, where, gang?
Down where it's wetter.
Safe diving and happy Halloween.
Your eyes there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.